Hi, everybody. It's Robyn Wyman coming to you again this week. This is our 5th week of our Monday meditations, and I'm in a different location today. I'm actually away for the week with a friend, and we are up in the Okanagan, so I'm on the lake, and I thought it would be beautiful to do a meditation with you outside today. And what's beautiful about that is you're going to be hearing birds and rustling of the leaves. You're going to hear the water hitting the shore, but you may also hear a boat, or there may be other noises that you hear. And what's beautiful about being outside when you're doing meditation is you can see if these are distracting you, or if you can hear them and go, okay, there's a bird, but you can hold your stability and bring yourself back into your balance spot. So that's the key with, I think, for me, that's the beauty of being outside when you're meditating. So I can hear a few birds in the background now, and the water's just hitting the shore, but let's just see how this goes today. So again, my name is Robyn, and for some of you who are new to this meditation, and I am guiding, doing meditations on Mondays from 12 to 1. And what I'm feeling is this week I would like us to just do another grounding meditation. And last week I did a chakra clearing meditation with everyone, and I would like to go a little deeper with that today. So I'm going to review that and just talk a little bit about the chakras more in depth for you today. But let's just start with getting comfortable wherever you are in your chair. You may be in a bed, you may be on your sofa, wherever you are, just get yourself comfortable. And we're just going to do 3 nice breaths, just a nice and long inhalation through your nose and an exhalation through your mouth. And really just, if you want to make a noise and just let it go, or quietly, whatever your preference is. But let's just start and do that and just come here and be centered here. So just let's take a nice inhale and let it go. Again. And one more time. And if your eyes were closed, just open them again and just notice that you're maybe a bit quieter since we've started. You know, it's been a couple of minutes now since we've been on, but maybe you're just a bit quieter, a bit more centered. It's such an easy thing to do, to just take those 3 breaths when you're feeling you're a bit scattered or you're starting to get anxious or stressed. Just even those 3 simple breaths, just deep breath and letting it go, either through your mouth or through your nose. But it's just an easy tool to do at any time. So I would like us to do a grounding meditation. We've done this quite a few times, but I think today, personally, in my opinion, with people that I meet and work with, most of us aren't grounded. And when we're not grounded, we're more up in our minds and in our heads. We're processing all the time. We're thinking, we can be looping, and we move out of the body. And we want to get back in the body, and we want to ground to the earth. And that helps us get that balance of body, mind, and spirit. So we're going to do a grounding meditation. So again, just get comfortable. Probably going to do this 5 minutes. And I'm going to ask you just to close your eyes and just relax and just start to focus on your breath. Nice. And I want you to go to your tailbone, which is your root chakra. So just all the way down to your tailbone. And I want to put your attention on your tailbone, which is also your root. And I want you to bring in the color red and just start spinning that chakra. It is a wheel of light. So just infusing it with that beautiful, vibrant red, deep red color. And with our next inhalation, I'm going to ask you to visualize a tube of light coming off of that root tailbone area. And around that beam of light is going to be a coil, kind of like a slinky that wraps around it. So there's going to be the beam of light, and then there's going to be a coil of light that wraps around that beam of light. One is an electrical, the beam is the electrical, and the wrapping around is the magnetisms, because we are electromagnetic beings. So we're just going to take that and we're going to just start to, on our breath, visualize that coming out of your, that beam of light coming out of your root chakra and coming through your chair or your wheelchair or your bed, wherever you are, whatever you're sitting on, moving down through the floor. For us, it's a patio, going down into the grass, through the gravel and the foundation of what your building you're in. And just going deeper and deeper. You're just bringing that cord deeper and deeper into the earth. We're going to work through the outer crust. You're just letting it drop deeper and deeper into the earth. You may be going through a stream or an aquifer, which is like a river or a lake in the center of the earth, and we're just going to keep going down and down with that. And when you reach the center, you'll just know, just trust that you know. And I want you to connect that beam of light to the center of the earth. And I love to use the analogy of, it's like you're anchoring to the center. So think of a boat when it's on the water and it drops its anchor. Its anchor holds the boat and it's stable on the floor of the ocean, but it's not rigid. The boat is able to move, and see if you just that fluidity and just see that moving with you. So you're connected and there's a deep, strong connection, but you also have this fluidity and you can move with that. So I just want you to get that feeling a little bit. Nice. And now with our next breath, we're just bringing that energy from the center of the earth all the way back up that beam of light, all the way into your tailbone, the root chakra area. And with our next breath, we're just dropping our energy all the way back down that light beam, all the way down to the center of the earth. And a nice exhalation. And with your next breath, we're bringing that back up the beam of light into our root chakra. And I'm going to leave you for about a minute, and I just want you with breath in, coming up to that area of the chakra, and then with the next breath, dropping it back to the center, and just going up and down. So I'm just going to leave you for a minute to do that. With our next breath, I want you to come back and focusing on your breath. If you're able, maybe rub your hands together and just your fingertips and your legs. And when you're ready, just open your eyes. So most people feel quite connected. You may feel more peaceful, calm, a more calm, connected, balanced feeling. And so I would encourage you, if you're feeling and you're in your head, you're unfocused, you walk in a room and you go, what am I in here? Or you're just feeling a bit scattered, or you're getting a little bit emotional or stressed, this is another thing to do, is just drop that grounding cord all the way down to the center of the earth and just go back and forth in that breathing. And that can bring you into the centered space. So there's just something, I do that every morning, and I do it also every night. And I would encourage you to, if you like this and it resonates with you, start to incorporate that into your life. And it takes about 21 days to help to make a new technique you're using, or a tool to help bring it into a conscious movement, so that your just body goes, oh, I'm not feeling grounded. Oh, focus, grounded. That's how quick it can be. But at the beginning, you want to go a little bit slower, because you can notice what you're noticing more. So that's, again, the grounding. And now I wanted to just talk about the chakras. And I'm just going to talk a little bit more about each chakra today, and then we're going to do the meditation with that. But chakras are known as wheels of light. Or they could be known, in the Bible, they were called the 7 seals. So they run through the main center around the spine of the body, and they're part of the energetic body. So we have the physical body, we have a mental, emotional body, we have a spiritual body, and we also have an energetic body. And the energetic body is where the chakras are, the meridians. It's a mirror of the physical body, but we don't focus a lot with our energetic field and our body. We tend to focus more in our physical and in the mind. So this is a bit different for people, and it could be a newer thought process to be doing. But what I want to tell you about the energy body is, it is as important as every other body. And we think about our hygiene, and I say this to everybody. You know, you wash yourself every day, you brush your teeth, you brush your hair, you do all your physical hygiene, but people don't think about their energetic hygiene. And energetic hygiene is just as important as physical hygiene. So that's things like grounding and feeling that grounding connection. That's our grounding with our energetic core down to the center of the earth. Again, spinning our chakras and clearing them. And that could be daily, or every couple of days, or when you notice something. Or the meridians, when we notice that our energy may get stuck somewhere. When we do the energy techniques, it's moving and clearing that energy, because everything relates and works together in the body. So I want to start, and I'm going to start with the root chakra. So again, chakras are wheels of light. They are like, I think of like turn a flashlight on, and that will be the beam of it, and it goes through the body and it comes out the front, but it also goes out your back. And most information comes in through the back of the chakra, and we express ourselves, describe ourselves, and that comes out through the front of our body. So the back of the chakra is just as important as the front of the chakra. So we're receiving through the back, and we're expressing and sharing through the front of our chakra. So I've talked, this is probably the third or fourth time we've done work with the root. So I'm just going to go through that a bit quickly, and then we'll talk about the others. So the root chakra grounds you, and it's our foundation, and it's your stability for life. It's about safety and survival for many people, but it's our foundation of everything. It also creates us with our animal nature. So that creates us in form. So that our physicalness and our animalist nature, as well as trust, whether we trust or we don't trust. And that all goes back to what happened when we were just little, so 0 to 9. What was going on in our lives? Did we get a lot of loving support from our parents and our friends, our teachers? Did we have a good community supporting us and helping us? Or was that maybe not as prevalent in our lives? So that depends. If we had a great upbringing and that, then we'll be more trusting and we'll have a more solid foundation. If our life was really topsy-turvy, we may not really feel so safe, and we might be in a lot of survival mode a lot of the time, because we're just unsure of what it feels like to be balanced and connected. So that's just a little food for thought. So you can explore that within yourself after too. So for the physical body, it represents, the root chakra represents the skeleton, so all the bones and the muscles. It also represents the colon and the adrenal glands. It's the base of your life force energy. The kundalini, the serpent energy, is located in our root chakra, but that is our life force energy. Think about the red. It's the blood, stop signs. It's your life force. It's creating. When it's out of balance, we may not have energy. You may have you may be worrying and stressed, and that can lead to anxiety. You could be panicky and fearful about, how am I going to get through the day? What's going to happen next month? Those can be thoughts that come up when our root chakra is not balanced. We can be in survival, and we also can feel insecure. So those are things when it's out of balance. When it's balanced, you're going to have more energy. You're going to feel grounded. You're going to feel connected to the earth. You're going to feel a sense of belonging, and you're also going to be focused in your day-to-day activities. So that's showing a bit of the difference of the two. And foods that you'd want to be taking would be grounding foods. So that would be onions, garlic, potatoes, radishes, carrots, I think I said onions and garlics, but things that are grown in the earth are very grounding and very good and supportive for your root chakra, as well as eating foods that are red. So think about where strawberries are just coming out for us in the West Coast, raspberries. So all these foods are really beneficial for our root chakra. And also some coffee, because coffee is grounding. Think about coffee grounds. However, not too much, because it can have an effect. So a couple of cups a day, you have to just know your body and know how that affects you. But 1 to 2 cups is probably fine for you. So that's about the root chakra, and I'm going to move on to the second chakra. So the second chakra is known as the sacral chakra. It's about 2 fingers just below our belly button, and that's where that chakra is. The color of that chakra is orange, and it is our creative center. So all of our creation comes from that chakra, our visions, our ideas, our inspiration. That's that chakra. It's also known as the hara, and it's about creativity, desire, inspiration. That's all that chakra. It's to deal with our emotional body, and more feeling and water-based. And the root chakra is earth. I forgot to say that. So that's all earth-based. So think about water, fluidity, emotions, the color orange. Physically, you can have lower back pain. It also represents the reproductive organs. So for some people, they can have issues with menstruation for women, or maybe there could be, some issues with infertility for people. That's all of our sexual center, and that all relates to our sacral chakra. When the chakra is unbalanced, you may have fear of change, and we are in change right now, massive change. So fear could be coming up for you now. Sometimes inadequacy. So I'm not good enough. What's wrong with me? You may not have deep relationships. They may be very surface. You may have wild child behavior, even into adulthood. So you're not really growing into that calm, mature adult. You may have emotional dependency on people. And when the chakra's balanced, you have ability to initiate things. So it comes in and, creativity, empathy with others, generosity, willingness to share, and empowering relationships, deeper connections with people, and that passion for life. And some people may say emotional intelligence. So things you want to think about is you may want to use colors would be orange. So nice orange color, so you could put that into a scarf or a belt. Foods you want to think about, what is orange? Squash, apricots, mandarin oranges, papayas, carrots again would be good, peppers, orange peppers, yams, sweet potatoes. Those would be all foods that would be good to incorporate into your body to support and help your second chakra. Moving up, we're going into the third chakra, and the third chakra is just right by your solar plexus. So it's called your solar plexus chakra. So this chakra is the color yellow, and this is about power and how action and how we move our creation and our inspiration and how we move it into form and manifest it. So it's the endocrine gland it's located to is the pancreas, and it works with our digestive system, our liver and our muscles. And it's all about our power and our will to get things done. So it's a good verb for that would be I can, I do. The element is fire because we need passion and to create it. Yellow is the color. Physically, it can, some of the, when it's not balanced, can be diabetes, hepatitis. You could have indigestion. Some people may have ulcers. And emotionally, it could be anger, guilt, trust issues. When it's not balanced, there may be greed, need for external validation, and maybe your relationships aren't very deep again. And people may say, what's in it for me? It's very individualized. I, me. When it's balanced, you have awareness about your effects on others. You can have control over your life. You will be more practical. You can talk about what's in it for everyone, and it's a healthy willpower. For colors, you can put wear yellow if you like that color, and think about foods. So corn, grains, rice, fruits, bananas, grapefruit, pineapples. Some apples are yellow. Olives can be yellow. Yellow peppers, winter squash, yellow tomatoes. So just think about things that are yellow. And physically, it affects the large intestine, and it can affect the liver and, again, the pancreas. So those are the three lower chakras. The fourth chakra is our heart chakra, and it is known as the heart, and the color for that is green. It's right in the heart, at the center of our chest, and it works with our heart and our thymus gland. So your thymus gland is that bone right on between your chest, and sometimes I'll just tap that to activate it, and that also helps with our just balance and passion in life and tuning in. It affects the arms and the hands, the heart and your lungs. The color again is green. The element is air. It's all about love, and it also affects the circular system. People, if it's not balanced, it could be asthma, high blood pressure, heart issues. There could be cancer, like breast cancer. When it's unbalanced, there can be a lot of grief, attachment issues, feeling of loneliness and isolation, questioning, and maybe circulatory problems, shortness of breath, and disorders like heart and the lungs. Just things that, so they're not at their optimal. When it's balanced, you're going to have acceptance in everything. You're going to see harmonious relationships. You're going to love being in nature. I love nature. It's my favorite. You're going to see unconditional love for all. There's just going to be a feeling of love towards life. You know how you look at a puppy or a baby when they're laughing. There's some children here that are giggling, and it just warms your soul. It's just such a beautiful feeling. And it also teaches us about empathy and about our immune system. And I meant to also say tapping your thymus is very good for your immune system. Thinking about wearing green, being in nature. On the Pacific Northwest, we have so many conifer trees. We live in a forest. Vegetables, artichoke. Think about green leafy veggies, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, celery, green beans, cabbage, peppers, leafy greens, like I said, kiwi, apples. I mean, there's a lot of things. Physically, think about your armpit. It affects your arm and hands, this chakra, as well as lymph, thymus, and our immune system. We move up again, and we're going into our fifth chakra, which is known as our throat chakra. This is our, it affects our thyroid and your this chakra, parathyroid gland. It affects your neck and your shoulders. Communication. How do we express ourselves? Its element is ether. The color is blue, and I usually say turquoise blue. It's affects, think about your mouth issues, ear issues, throat issues, and emotionally it's about courage, but it can also be frustration, because are we talking and speaking our truth? Or are we suppressing it because we don't feel comfortable, that's for our insecurity, or we just aren't comfortable with people to share our truth? Sometimes we're comfortable with some people and we're not comfortable with others. When it's out of balance, we may be cunning, and we may not be truthful in what we're expressing, mainly towards ourselves. Withdraw from emotions of the mind. We may be shy, introverted, afraid to share, again, speak our truth. For others, they may be too blunt. Sometimes it's a little bit forceful, and it'd be, ooh, that's got a real edge to it. And people can have voice problems. So cracking voice or raspy. That's why singing is good for people who are who have issues with their throat and speaking. When it's balanced, you're speaking and you're hearing your truth. You are being listened to because you're speaking efficiently and effectively. You're hearing, and you're a good listener because we have two ears, and we're communicating and we're living creatively. Clothing, lots of people like blue, so think about clothing in blue, and well as blueberries, grapes, food-wise, plums and prunes, eggplant, kale, purple potatoes, asparagus, carrots and onions. There's a lot. And kelp. Kelp is really good for the thyroid gland. So, and physically, as I said before, mouth issues, gum issues, jaw, neck, ears, shoulders, thyroid, all those types of things. So that's our fifth chakra. Moving up, we move into our sixth chakra, and that is known as our third eye. It's right here between our eyebrows, and it affects the hypothalamus gland, and it's also the pituitary gland, and it's associated with our eyes because it's our third eye. So that's intuition, our perception, our sixth sense, our vision. So it's about, the element is light. It's I perceive and I see. And it's about some problems you could be having, your ear problems, if that chakra is not working, headaches, nightmares, some sinusitis. But if, and emotionally, you may be a bit cluttered. You may have foggy thoughts or looping. So if it's out of balance, you're being out of it, out of the body. You're not really connected and feeling in your body. You may have confusion, and it may feel real to you. You may walk in a room and not feel, why am I here? I'm unfocused. Inability to focus, I just shared. Poor memory, poor vision. So these are all some aspects of that. So when it's balanced, you're comfortable in any reality. You can see clearly. Your psychic abilities may be heightened. You may be seeing, or you just may have vision. You're trusting your intuition. You're communicating clearly. You're seeing energy within. You can see that. You're able to visualize, and you're able to think symbolically. So think about wearing anything indigo, these colors, wearing them. So the color, you could wear color glass, that indigo colors, and foods would be, again, purple, grapes, raisins, boysenberries, figs, elderberries, plums. So as you're noticing, a lot more berries in this one. However, eggplant and kale are still good, purple potatoes, and those types of things. And again, it's you may have issues with ears, with eyes, with your nose, the mouth, and headaches. So those are all things that, if it's not balanced properly, that could be going on. And now we come to our last chakra that we're going to talk about today, and this is our crown. So this is our seventh chakra, and it is at the top of our head in the center, and it affects our pineal gland and the nervous system of the brain. And the key knowledge is, it's our connection with our divine knowledge. So it's I accept, I know. The element is thought. The color is violet or white, pure white. Physically, if it can affect us by being, we may feel apathy, alienation. We may not feel connected to spirit. We just may feel, why am I here? What's this all about? I'm not feeling supported. You might have migraines, sometimes brain tumors, chronic exhaustion, apathy. Those are things when we're not feeling that connection. Remember, we are a spirit having a physical connection. And then when it's balanced, bliss, you're just feeling very connected. Body, mind, and spirit, that feeling. The experience that you can feel all one. So you're just feeling very blissful with everything and happy in your life with it. Open-mindedness. You're able to question and ask, is that true for me? Is that reality? We have a wisdom here. This is where our mastery comes in, and we're understanding. So we may understand someone who maybe would have triggered us before, but we may say, oh, I understand. They had a tough time yesterday, so I'm understanding why they're upset today. So again, violet colors are great, or white is a nice color to wear for that. And foods would be, again, currants, blackberries, blueberries, blue grapes, elderberries, figs, kale, asparagus, purple, all the purple, different onions, carrots, cabbage, wild mushrooms are good to eat. And again, it's all about our central nervous system, not our pituitary gland and our pineal and our scalp, our hair, and the crown of our body, our crown. So those are the 7 chakras, and that's a bit more detail for you, and I can put those and share those with you. But I'd like to now just start, and we're just going to go through a meditation. We're going to go through each chakra, and we're going to spin them. And we're going to spin them counterclockwise to let clear, and then we'll spin them clockwise and get them running really tickety-boo. So again, we're going to just sit calmly, and we're just going to take a nice breath in. And let it go. Close your eyes. Just relax. Feel the weight of your body. And I want you to see a golden light coming in the top of your head, in through your crown chakra. And it's a beam of light, this beautiful gold warming color coming in through your crown, moving in through your brain, all through your head. It's moving in through all your glands, the 2 hemispheres. It's moving in through your eyes and your eye sockets, moving down into your nose and your mouth, into your teeth and your jaw, your ears, in the back of your head, down into your occipital, which is the bone on the back of your skull. Just see that beautiful light just swirling and swirling, moving down through your neck and into your shoulders, moving down your arms, into your wrists and your hands and out your fingers. With our next breath, we're taking that beautiful golden light down through the upper body, into your heart and your lungs, your spinal cord, just running it all the way down through your upper body, into your stomach and all your glands, your organs. With your next breath, you're taking it into your hips, your lower back, your pelvis, moving it over your buttocks and into your upper legs, your knees, your lower legs, your ankles, and your feet. I just want you to see that beautiful liquid golden color beam just flowing into every joint every muscle, every bone, every organ, every cell. And if there's some areas in your body where you're noticing that you have tension, bring that beautiful golden light in there and swirl it in there. And if you don't feel anything, that's fine. Just asking you to visualize this. So we've got the beautiful energy, the golden energy coming in through our crown, all through our body. And we have the beautiful energy of the earth coming up into our root chakra. So they're all merging together. And I want you now to put your attention on your root chakra. And again, it's right at the base of your tailbone. And I want you to infuse that chakra with red. And I want you to start spinning it counterclockwise. And just see it spinning. And setting your intention to let go of whatever isn't serving you anymore. And always for your highest and best. So you may see colors, you may see people coming up, you may see a situation you were involved with, you may see an animal. Whatever it is perfectly good, because this is just coming up to be released. And if you don't see anything, just trust that you are letting go because you've set your intention to clear. And with our next breath, I want you to start spinning the chakra now clockwise, because we're bringing the energy back into that chakra and spinning it. You may feel tingling, you may feel a warming feeling, sensation, or you may feel nothing at all. It's all perfect. With our next breath, we're moving up. We're going into our sacral chakra, and that is 2 fingers below our belly button. Again, this is our creative center. So we want to start spinning it counterclockwise and infusing it with the color yellow, or orange, orange. I want you to start infusing it with that color. That orange is flowing into that chakra. And whatever you're needing to release is leaving. So you could also say, I'm asked for everything to be let go of my sacral chakra so I can feel more inspired and creative in my life. We just keep spinning that chakra. And now I want you to rotate the chakra and go in the other direction, infusing it still with that beautiful orange color. And I want you to visualize this chakra, a beam of light coming out the front of you, orange, and a beam of light coming out the back of you, that chakra, orange. So it's like it's running through you. With our next breath, we're moving up and we're going into the solar plexus. The solar plexus is at the top of our solar plexus, of our diaphragm. And the color here is yellow. So we're going to start spinning that chakra counterclockwise and asking anything that needs to be released that prevents me from taking action in my life. I'm willing to release now for my highest and best. And you just keep spinning that chakra, infusing it with that color. It's the fire element, so it's going to bring fire and passion to everything that you do. And with our next breath, we're going to reverse the chakra and have it going clockwise, infusing it with that beautiful yellow, like the sun. And I want you to see that color coming out of your front as a beam of light, and through your back of your body as a beam of light running through you. Lovely. With our next breath, we're moving into our heart, and we're bringing in the color green. And I like a nice forest green. That's a beautiful green color to bring in. And we're going to be spinning that chakra counterclockwise and asking for anything that prevents me from being loving and being loved and giving love. I'm willing to release that in all directions of time and space for my highest and best. And you just spin that beautiful green through the chakra and letting go. Nice. With our next breath, you want to reverse the chakra to clockwise, and you're infusing it, and you're just spinning it and spinning it and spinning it. You can maybe feel this beautiful expanding in your chest feeling. It's like it's opening up. And I want you to see that beautiful beam of green coming out your front of the body through that chakra, and also going out the back, like it's a beam of light running right through you. Beautiful, beautiful forest green. With our next breath, we're moving up. We're going up into our throat chakra, which is blue, and I like the color turquoise here. And I want you to start spinning it counterclockwise and spinning that turquoise blue into that chakra. And setting your intention, whatever prevents me from speaking my truth, I let go of in all directions of time and space for my highest and best. And just see that just leaving, whatever it is. And with your next breath, start spinning in the clockwise direction and bringing that beautiful color and infusing that chakra with that turquoise blue. Beautiful. We're moving up to the third eye, so it's right between our eyebrows. The color is indigo. And I want you to start bringing that into your chakra and turning it counterclockwise. And just setting your intention of releasing anything that's keeping your psychic gifts suppressed, or if you have headaches or anything to do with the mind, you're willing to let go of anything, thoughts that keep coming up that aren't serving you anymore. And let them go in all directions of time and space for your highest and best. Sometimes when you're sitting and working your third eye, you can take your fingers and just tap between your eyebrows, and that can be an activation for that chakra. And with your next breath, let's start bringing it in a clockwise direction, infusing it with that beautiful indigo color. And I want you to envision that chakra, that blue coming out of the front of that chakra and the back. See yourself strong and happy because you're successfully doing this. And now we're going to go up to the top of our head, which is our crown chakra. And we're going to start spinning that chakra and opening it up. So this chakra, the energy goes straight up. So as we open this chakra, we're allowing the energies, the divine energies, to enter. So let's just spin it counterclockwise for a second or two, infusing it with this beautiful white and releasing anything that prevents us from opening up to our own divinity. And letting that go in all directions of time and space for your highest and best. And with our next breath, I want you to spin it clockwise, and you're just spinning it and seeing that crown chakra opening up, this beautiful, beautiful white light, but it's almost like a funnel. It opens up that far out of your head, and this funnels this beautiful cosmic divine energy into your body. So we just go back to that root, going back down through the body. And again, we're going to see that red, that beautiful red, and it's again facing down towards the earth, and it's spiraling out, that beautiful ruby red. Moving up to our sacral, and you're just seeing that beautiful, beautiful orange, vibrant orange, flowing through the front and the back of your body. Moving up to your solar plexus, and you're seeing that beautiful color, yellow, like the sun, flowing out of the front and the back of your body. And as you move up into your heart, seeing that beautiful forest green flowing out the front and the back of your body. And your throat, that's beautiful turquoise blue flowing out the front and the back of your body. Moving up to your third eye and the indigo, and seeing that indigo blue flowing out the front and back of that third eye chakra. And as you move up to your crown, that beautiful funnel of golden white light just flowing through. I want you to just flow all these colors, because as they're going out of the body, they're flowing in and out of the body. They're coming up through your head, and they're circling, and they're going around and coming up through your root chakra, and it's coming down through your crown chakra and coming out your root chakra and circling through your auric field. All these beautiful colors. It's like rainbow of color flowing through your body, your energetic body, your physical body, all your organs, all your meridians, into your auric field, cleansing your field, connecting your body, your mind, and your spirit. And I'm just going to leave you for a couple of minutes just to keep looking at those chakras and seeing them, or feeling and noticing where something maybe needs a little extra work or some extra time needs to be spent there. Maybe you're just enjoying watching the energy flow, or visualizing it flow, or feeling that, just that beautiful presence and stability within yourself. But I'm just going to leave you for a couple of minutes, and then I'll come back. Again, I want you to see those colors flowing like ribbons, braiding themselves together all through your body and also through your field. And knowing you can connect into this at any time. Any time at all. And if you're noticing something feels out of a little bit off in an area, then you're just going to even focus on that one chakra. So I'm going to just say an affirmation to you for a couple of times. And this would be a lovely affirmation. If you feel it resonates with you and you'd like to use it today, please go do. So the affirmation is, my energy is 100% grounded, stable, and present. Again, my energy is 100% grounded, stable, and present. My energy is 100% grounded, stable, and present. So with our next breath, I just want you to start to come back a bit. If you choose to, if you don't want to, enjoy the space you're in. But for those that are ready, just take a few nice breaths. If you're able to just touch your hands or touch your legs, pat your arm, just something. Sort of going, yep. And I'd like you to take a few deep breaths. And when you're ready, open your eyes. So I hope that you, oh, it's starting to rain here. So we're having a lot of different weather today. So I hope that you enjoyed that today.